Well, good morning, everybody. It's Larry Steinhaus, and I am the Crazy Options Trader. I've got some really cool stuff I'm going to do today with you. I am going to introduce you to my fat money play. Oh, everybody wants to know what the fat money play is. Well, the fat money play is going to be something that you're going to be not expecting. What do you think it is? What do you think it is? All right, here we go. I'm going to show you what it is because I know you guys want to know. Here it is. Very simple. It is three stocks. Let me find the right marker. Three stocks. You ready? Facebook, Apple. This one's going to surprise you. And it's going to surprise you when I talk about it. But here you go. It is Twitter. Now, as you know, one of my rules is that I keep it has to be six stocks that I work with at a time. Sometimes it's seven, depending if I'm transitioning from one to another, but it's typically six stocks. And I used to work with Twitter all the time. It was one of my stocks. As a matter of fact, my own acronym was FANTA, which was Facebook, Apple, Netflix, Twitter, and Alcoa. But I took Twitter off the board because personally I think Twitter's done. I think the company is done. I think there's nothing going to happen to it anymore. I think that it's worth about $5 in the stock for now, and maybe worth less. But something changed recently. I'm going to let you write in the bottom. Come on, I know you guys like to interact. Right at the bottom, right now, what do you think changed? Put it in the comment section. It's one thing that made Twitter change. You got it. Donald Trump. Now, I want you to think back 8 years ago. And there was this guy who became president. His name was Barack Obama. We all know that. And whether you liked him or not, it doesn't really matter with this story, because let me tell you what happened in this story. This story was he had a BlackBerry. BlackBerry was done. The stock was trashed. There was nothing left of it. I think it was down to 12 or 13 or whatever it was. And everybody was just waiting for BlackBerry to die. Well, of course it has since. But understand that I'm an options trader, so I play short term. I'm not looking for long term Twitter. I'm not looking to buy and hold Twitter. I'm looking to make money on the option. So, BlackBerry, when Barack Obama went into office and he wanted to have his BlackBerry, I don't know if you remember the story, but he wanted to have his BlackBerry, and the NSA said it's not secure. You know, we're gonna have to figure it all out. And Barack Obama said, I don't care. I want my BlackBerry. It's my favorite thing. Blah blah blah. You make it work. You guys are the government. You guys are secure. You make it work. Well, BlackBerry stock, right after he became president, shot up. I think it hit like 40 something before it crashed again. I don't think Twitter's hitting 40 something. I think Twitter's hitting 25-ish in the next 3 months. So I'm jumping into Twitter today. Right around 17 is what I'm looking for to jump into Twitter. And I'm looking to get out around 23. And I'm looking to see that happen in the next 3 months. Here's another thing about Twitter, right? Earnings is coming. Earnings is coming on the 22nd, I think, of February. I gotta double check that. You know what's really neat about the TD Ameritrade app? If you're using TD Ameritrade and you use the phone app, you do the search in the stock, it'll tell you the earnings date. I gotta double check. I think it's 222. I gotta double check. I forgot to look it up before I did the video. But whatever. Twitter's earnings, what do you think everyone expects? Everyone expects Twitter's earnings to be crap. So it's not going to be any bad news if Twitter's earnings are crap. So if it's 17 and everybody knows that Twitter's earnings are going to be crap, the stock's not going down, or it's not going down much. But if Twitter's earnings are even slightly better than crap, the stock's going up. By the way, just out of the blue, mergers and acquisitions, you know, everybody talks about Twitter being bought out by this guy and Twitter being bought out by that guy. I personally think Twitter and Yahoo should merge. And they should form a company named, yep, you guessed it, You Twit. All right, come on. I'm going to do that one more time and see what we can get here from that one, because I want to say it one more time. Here we go. You Twit. All right, there we go. Anyway, so that should be the name of the company. Now, maybe it shouldn't be the name of the company. But let me tell you why I think Yahoo and Twitter would make a perfect merger. Okay, what does Twitter have and what does Yahoo have? They both have users. Now, most of them are dead. They're just dead. But what they have is they have their email address, they have their IDs, they have their Facebook Connect, because a lot of people connect their Twitter to Facebook. They have, and Yahoo has done the same thing. So they have all these users. They have this big user base. And here's the other thing that's happening. Fake news. Now, fake news is everything is fake news now. NBC is fake news. Fox is fake news. ABC is fake news. Any news you see is fake, right? Depending on what side of the fence you're on. If you're a Republican and you see news against Republicans, it's fake news. If you're a Democrat and you see news against Democrats, it's fake news. So everything's fake. So what do you think Twitter has a perfect feed for? News. This is why I think Twitter has a shot if they play it right. Now, look, I'm nothing but some guy out here, some schmuck who trades stock options, and I have nothing to do with that big business, so they can do whatever they want. But what a great idea for Twitter to become an actual news feed company where they actually have real news feeds. Anyway, that's just my speculation, my idea, my great thing. If anybody sees this, great. Give me credit for it if it happens. That'd be wonderful. But again, Twitter, I think it's a good play. So Facebook, Apple, Twitter. Right now, I'm going to show you if I could show you where we are. Right now, Facebook is down about 50 cents right now. I'm kind of mad at myself. I was busy setting up the webinar, this broadcast, and I missed Apple. Apple dropped 50 cents earlier today, and I missed it, and I should have gotten in. But I still think it's a good play. It doesn't matter even if it's plus 55. I'm going to look for about 10:30. One thing I've noticed about the stock market is right around 10:30, it seems to dip. So I'm going to look for 10:30. Hopefully, Apple will drop down to maybe a little bit of red. And I'll be able to grab it. But I'm going to go in anyway because my play here is Facebook, Apple, Twitter. Oh, by the way, earnings, right? So remember, my rules are to buy over the next earnings. So not the next earnings being the one coming up because it's too short. So I'm looking for June or July calls on all three of these stocks. That gives me time to make up. And if anybody was paying attention, do you realize that when I sold those Facebook calls, that as of now, if I would have kept them, I would have gotten 100% of my money back because that was one of my rules, and it would have gotten me 100%. Plus, actually, I think I would have made some money if I would have sold it on Friday if I kept it. So I just want you to know the rules work. So following the rules on my fat play is I'm going to buy calls. I'm going to buy calls for June and or July, and I'm going to see if I can grab it low. So like I said, unfortunately, Apple's still climbing a little bit, but I still think Apple below 20 is a good play for this coming earnings. So it's okay. So here we go. So I'm going to go back over here to show you what's going on here. So again, Facebook, I'm going in. Right, probably the second I get off the video, I'm going in. So that's fine. And I'm going to probably buy 125 or 130 calls. Now, remember, one of my rules is I buy in the money calls. So if I'm buying in the money calls, I should be at 125. Personally, I think the stock is easily going to top 130 in the next earnings. So although they're not quite in the money, they're so close to the money at 130 that I might be able to grab a deal, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm going to look for a deal. Maybe I can get some better time value. So that's why I may get 130s. But 125 is definitely, 130s possibly. Apple, I'm probably going to look at 117, 118 calls because I want to be in the money. And Twitter, I don't know if I have Twitter on here. I don't think I have Twitter on here yet, but okay. But Twitter, to me, and let's see if we can get it up real quick. Twitter would be, I'm thinking, if I'm right, yeah, okay. Actually, it's a perfect time to buy Twitter right now. I'm thinking 15 calls, 15 strike price calls for Twitter over the next while. So if you haven't already, I'm telling you right now, if you haven't already signed up for my free webinar tomorrow night to show you how I make money in stock options, the webinar is free. It's free. Give me your time. You know what? 5 minutes into the webinar, you think I'm full of you think I'm full of, hold on. Then I'll tell you what you do. Just get off the webinar. So 5 minutes in, you think I'm full of, then get off the webinar, okay? Don't worry about it. You think, just move. It's very simple. I don't care if you make money or not. I know I make money. I would like to help you make money. If you want to learn how to make money, go to crazyoptionstrader.live and sign up for the webinar. The real link is actually below this video, and you can sign up for it and get on the webinar. There's nothing wrong with getting on the webinar. You will enjoy the webinar. I promise you will learn something. I promise you will enjoy this as well. Also, if you haven't already downloaded the free ebook, go to crazyoptionstrader.com. Remember, this is .com for the ebook and .live for the webinar. Go to crazyoptionstrader.com, download the free ebook. By the way, if you sign up for the webinar, the ebook automatically comes to you anyway, so it automatically sends it to you anyway. So if you go to .live, you sign up for the webinar, you get the ebook anyway, and you can then learn about stock options, and you can learn how I make money and how you can make money trading stock options as well. So that's it for today. Have a profitable day. I'm telling you, my fat money play is the play. And have a awesome, awesome, awesome profitable day.